All right, hey guys, welcome to tonight's team call. It is July 16th. We are halfway through the month, and tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the Beachbody compensation plan, how to understand it, how to maximize it, how to make it work for your benefit. But before we kind of get started with that, I wanted to ask you guys, if you could have any animal in the world as a pet, what would it be? And no matter what animal it is, it acts like a dog. So even if it's like some ferocious lion, it's going to act like a dog. So for me, hands down, it would be a tiger. I just think they're the cutest thing ever. And I don't know. I would be the happiest girl at the party if I could have a pet tiger. Jenny, you're up next. What kind of animal would you want?
What kind of animal would I want? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a really good question. Can it like clean my house and like cook for me? Because that's the kind of animal I want.
So a maid?
It has to be a useful animal. No free ride here.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You could just get a maid. You don't even need an animal.
Yeah, there you go. I'll get a maid.
Jo Marie, what about you?
I have to say a wolf.
Oh, that would be my second one.
Like a pack of them, like a herd. Like a pack. You're annoying me. Oh.
Wolves are so cute. And then, Christina, what about you?
I would have a moose.
A moose?
That's so mean though, but if I could domesticate it, I could like ride it around and stuff. You know?
Why not just get a horse then? Why a moose?
That's a good point. I don't know. They're pretty cool.
That's amazing. I just want a moose, you know.
They taste really good too.
I've heard that, actually.
I can't eat it.
Let's see. Megan, what about you? What kind of animal would you want?
I think a lion, because it'd be like nice and snuggly.
Yeah, right? It'd be like
and fluffy.
Oh, I would love that so much. And what about you, Rochelle?
I have to say an elephant.
Oh, I actually knew someone was gonna say elephant. They're so
Maybe
cool.
a baby elephant.
Oh my god, baby elephants. Yes.
A pygmy elephant.
Those are awesome.
Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness. What about you, Doris?
No animals, no pets.
None. I don't want any animals. You can get a maid with Jenny.
Yeah. Need a maid and a nanny.
That's awesome. And what about you, Jen?
I want them all. I don't care.
All
the animals.
Literally just have a zoo in my house.
Yeah. Bears, lions, tigers.
Oh
walkers,
my.
Like just all of them, you know.
Anything cuddly.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right, guys. I'm just going to mute you all real quick, and we're going to get into this call. Let's see. All righty. So let's get into this. All right. So just some recognition really quick. We got Jenny at 10, myself at 6, Brooke at 4, Brian at 4, Katie at 2. Did you just hear him? He goes, woo! Katie at 2, Jo Marie at 2, Jamie at 2, Miranda at 2, and Jennifer at 2. Great job, girls. We're only midway through the month, so keep crushing it. I know you will reach it. Success Club, you're like on your way there, and you are so, so close. And special shout out to Jo Marie for hitting Emerald last week. I'm so proud of you. It's so awesome. Okay. So announcements really quick. You guys know this is the Beat Your Best month. I'm not going to kind of go over that all again, but pretty much it just means if you beat your best Success Club point within the past year, you get a certain medal depending on how much you beat it by. And as you guys know, Lift 4 and Mes de Mas launched today, which is awesome. We have a team-wide challenge group going for Lift 4. And I know that Jo Marie and Stephanie are doing a Mes de Mas challenge group. So definitely, like if you haven't gotten your people in the challenge group, definitely do it this week. It's prep week, so they kind of have a little bit of time, but I definitely recommend getting them started ASAP. And then you guys know that there's an update to this Success Club program. So within the rest of the year, if you hit Success Club once, you'll get a hat. You hit it 3 times, you get a shirt. And if you hit it 6 times, you get a duffel bag. So the more times you hit it, the bigger your prize is. And you don't have to hit Success Club consecutively to earn those prizes. But you would have to hit Success Club consecutively for the duffel bag, because that you have 6 months, and we literally have 6 months left of the year pretty much. And then there's also the To Be Mindset special offer. If you want to become To Be Mindset certified, you can get that. Oh wait, just kidding. This is a Take Advantage To Be Mindset. So that's just To Be Mindset is on sale, as well as the Best Day Mass bundle. All right, so this is going to I went to a Super Saturday this past Saturday, and instead of doing like kind of like a pep rally kind of thing, Christina Delgado is the person that runs mine, and she did actually a training instead of kind of like an announcement kind of Super Saturday. So this is kind of pulled directly from her training, and let me tell you something. I just want to tell you before I like get into the call what she makes, because she shared her income like year to year, which I was super curious about because I know she's really successful. So within the first year of becoming a Beachbody coach, she made $960 total throughout the entire year of her first year of Beachbody coach. During her second year, she made around $19,000 as a Beachbody coach. In year 3, she made around $62,000 as a Beachbody coach. Year 4, she made $123,000. In year 5, she made $406,000. In year 7, she made $774,000. And in year 7, she made $1,358,000. In 1 year, guys, she made $1 million. Like, I was just like, okay, like, I'll just see my way out. She is freaking amazing. She's a rock star, but she's also a go-getter. Like, she knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to go after it. But like you saw, like in the first year, she only, and not saying that's not a lot, that's a significant amount, but $960 was what she made the first year as a coach. So this business, you don't start off, like, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme at all. Like, you don't start off making the big bucks. You kind of start off slow, and you build and you build and you build, and then you just go from there. So I just she pointed this out, and I was like, wow, that's so true, that the minimum wage in Florida is $8.25 an hour. So if you sell 1 challenge pack, that's equivalent to 6.6 hours of minimum wage work. So I just want to, like, you guys to understand, like, how great this opportunity is, no matter where you are in life, because it's just, the earning potential is unreal. And I, like, just taking advantage of it is so, so important. And like you all know, like, let me just preface this, like, I'm teaching you this because it's important to know, especially as a business owner. But like at the bottom line is we're doing this to help people. And like Zig Ziglar always says, the more people if you help people get what they want, the more people you help get what they want, the more you'll get what you want. So make sure that you always have that first and foremost. The client is first, whoever we're helping is first, and this will come later kind of thing. So the Team Beachbody compensation plan is different than others. So this is kind of going towards like to other network marketing businesses. So minimum startup cost and monthly fee. The company generates leads, and once you earn an Emerald, they will start sending you free leads. So these are people that just go to beachbody.com and like get a challenge pack or whatever they get, and they don't have a coach, so they automatically sign you as a coach. And once you're Emerald, you start getting customer leads. And once if you are hitting Success Club 10 in your business center consistently, you start getting free Shakeology leads. So those are people that just go on to beachbody.com and order Shakeology, and they just like automatically sign up under you, and you can get some like free Success Club points, which is awesome. It's happened to me a bunch of times. So it's like definitely something to shoot for, Success Club 10, because then you'll get free Shakeology leads from the company itself. You are also paid on all levels. So no matter what level you are in Beachbody, if you're putting in the work, you're going to get paid for it. And then coaches only need to engage in simple daily activities. You're not held to certain benchmarks. You're not forced to do anything. There are no requirements or anything like that. So it's really, really nice that we just have to kind of do our daily activities if we want to be successful, and the rest will follow. And then coaches also don't have to keep inventory. So with a lot of other network marketing companies, like you have to buy all the products you want to sell and then like sell them from your home. Whereas Beachbody keeps all that inventory for you and sends it out for you and does that all for you, which is so amazing because I know I would definitely not want to keep stock in my house. And you also make sustainable income as opposed to quick money. So again, like not get rich quick kind of thing, and then all of a sudden all your money's gone. Like you're building and building and building, and you're making a sustainable income. My computer is being really slow today. So the core activities to build your business are, of course, as I always preach, is hitting Success Club is definitely the first and foremost thing that you should be doing to grow your business. You should be recruiting coaches because at the end of the day, like retail is great, but your business is really going to build when you start recruiting coaches and they start working the business. You also want to make what you do duplicatable. So again, we have Team Pure Vita has a lot of resources, and so does Team Confidence, so does Team FitRev, and we have all these resources to help you do what we do so that what we do is duplicatable and you can do the same thing. Also, rank advancing is super important for your business, and I'll kind of get into that in a little bit. Learning the compensation plan and like really how to maximize your income is also super, super important. You want to learn how to place secondary business centers. So once you hit 2-star diamond, you actually can open up another business center in your name and work that business. So it's like there's two, or well, I mean, you have a spouse or someone that you're working under you, and then you have another one of you under you. So it really, really helps in the long run with compensation. And then also advanced placement of business centers and coaches. So you really want to place people strategically as you build a bigger and bigger business, because that way you can maximize your income, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. Elite goal setting and carryover volume is also super important. If you don't know what carryover volume is or elite is, I'll kind of get into that a little bit later as well. So with the Beachbody compensation plan, you do earn retail commission. It's one of the first ways as a new coach that you're going to be making an income. So you get 25% commission on all sales, product sales. You get 10% commission on apparel, and you get 33% commission on challenge packs. That's why it's so important if you can help someone with a challenge pack that you do, because you earn the most commission and they get the best bang for their buck and get the most out of it. All right, so team cycle bonus. I wanted to kind of explain this really quick. So I actually have a little pad here so I can draw on it. So to team cycle bonus, you need to be an Emerald coach, first of all, to team cycle bonus. And you need to have volume on each of your legs in a 2-to-1 ratio, a 200 to 100 ratio. So that means, say there's me, and then I have a coach over here, coach over here, coach, 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 coach. So, I don't know if you can see that. That's me at the top, the little stick figure with the big head. So let's say this whole entire leg has 200 volume on it, and this leg has 100. Let me try to do this. 100 volume on it. So once that happens, and there's a 2-to-1 ratio, you have a cycle bonus. That means that you earn $14 as an emerald, $16 as a ruby, and $18 as a diamond. Now, you can cycle multiple times in 1 week, because as you know, as a Beachbody coach, you get paid every Thursday, which is weekly. Awesome, instead of bi-weekly. So let's say so like even say one leg has 10,000 and the other one has 5,000. Again, 2-to-1 ratio, but you're cycling multiple times. So I think, oh my gosh, this is really sad. I don't even want to do the math and embarrass myself. But I know it's like super easy number, and I'm like freaking myself out, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. But you can cycle numerous times the more volume you generate. And like, it might not seem like a lot, like $18, whatever, I get that, $14 as an Emerald coach. But if you're cycling numerous times, that number is just going to go up and up and up. And also, as you start building your team, you get a matching bonus. So what that means is, if I'm a diamond coach, and I have coaches under me that are team cycle bonusing. I'm going to just use it as a verb. So let's say Jo Marie team cycle bonuses as an Emerald coach. I earn 10% matching bonus. So say she earns $14, I don't get it from her, but I get it from the company. I get $10. 10% of her $14. And like say I have numerous coaches under me that are earning a team cycle bonus, you get 10% as a diamond coach or above, or 5% as a ruby with matching bonuses. Does that make sense? I know that's kind of like hard. And with matching bonuses, there is no earning cap. So eventually there is earning caps to different like bonuses depending on like what rank you are. But with this, there's no earning cap. So it's amazing because that's where you're going to make the bulk of your money when you start getting into you start building a bigger team, because there could be so many coaches under you that are rank or team cycling, and that'll all not roll up to you, but you'll earn a percentage of that from the company. So that's why it's so important to make yourself duplicatable and like help your coaches succeed, because that's at the end of the day like how you're going to succeed as well. And then in a leadership pool, there are also quarterly bonuses. So that leadership, there's a leadership ladder, and I don't really want to get into that now, but depending on where you are in the leadership ladder, you can earn quarterly bonuses. And guys, literally quarterly bonuses are a big deal, especially in Beachbody. Like in other companies, they give you like a car or something like that. But with Beachbody, you actually get money, which I would much prefer because I don't need like 15 cars sitting in my driveway. But as I'm pretty sure it's like a 15-star diamond or something, or over a 10-star diamond, you can earn $40,000 quarterly just in bonuses. So like, that's amazing. That's $160,000 a year just in bonuses. So it's definitely super, super important once you start getting to those ranks to keep an eye on the leadership bonuses because they are very substantial. So goal setting is your roadmap to success. So you can't just have these wishy-washy goals like, oh, like I want to earn this much or I want to earn this much, but you don't set any dates. So it's super important. Darn it, just dropped my pen. So set dates for yourself. So Success Club, how many people am I going to help this month and by when? What's your weekly income? What do you want it to be? And like, make sure you write that down. And when do you want it to be that? So like, say you want your weekly income to be $500 a week. Okay, that's great. But when do you want to make that happen by? So that way you give yourself a deadline and you keep working at it. And even if you miss your deadline, at least you're way closer than if you never set a deadline. When do you want to rank advance by? How many new coaches do you want to add on your team and by when? How many challenge groups do you want to start? What does your fitness look like by this date? What does your nutrition look like by this date? What does your personal development look like by this date? Make sure you're setting deadlines too. Like literally even write this list out and like put it on a piece of paper and then set a deadline next to each one of those things and say what you want by that day. So that way you can work or reverse engineer your goals and work towards that every single day. And that way you kind of have a game plan and you know where you're going. And even if you miss it, like I said, you're still going to be way closer than if you never set a deadline at all. So also big picture, again, where do you want to go with this business? Like, where do you want to, and this doesn't have to be like right now, you should be thinking long-term. Like I said, this business you're not going to get rich quick. Like it's going to take a little bit of time to build, but if you're patient and you keep with it and you're consistent, you're going to build, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but it'll be so worth it, guys. Like, I can't even imagine working in corporate America my entire life. Like it's just not for me. For some people, they love it and that's great, but for me, it's not a thing. So that's why this business is so appealing, because I can control everything and like I never have to work for someone else if I don't want to. So kind of like say, when you're thinking big picture, where do you want to go with this business? Where do you want to be by the end of the year? Where do you want to be by Summit next year? Where do you want to be 2 to 3 years down the road? What do you want your income to look like? What do you want your rank to look like? What do you want your pipeline to look like? And pipeline means like people you're talking to and stuff. So make sure you're writing this stuff down and even add it to your daily affirmations if you want. So you're looking at it every single day. Like, I know this sounds a little bit silly, but one day I like literally typed up my future, like what I want it to look like. And then I recorded myself like saying it, reading it. And every day on the way to work, I would just like pop in my headphones and listen to myself, like tell myself my vision. And it just like solidified it so much more than if I was just like, oh yeah, like I think it'd be cool to have that car when I'm older. Or like talk as if you already have the car. Say like, I have my F-150 sitting in my driveway with a trailer on it with my 25-foot center console Marlin. Like, you know, just like get really specific on what you want. and make sure you write it down. So there's also a mindset shift. So in the beginning, you're kind of working retail, which is totally fine. That's how all coaches start, is with retail. But then eventually you want to start building your own team and earning your income through team cycle bonuses. Now, in order to kind of calculate your team cycle bonuses, if you go to this link, tinyurl.com/cycle calculator, you can actually go in. I'm going to open it up for you guys. And it calculates your team cycle bonuses for you. So let me use my other example that I was like 10,000 and 5,000. So again, this is a 2-to-1 ratio. With that, you're going to be making $900 a week. So this calculates it for you. And this is as a diamond. So say you're an emerald and you're making, that's the kind of volume you're generating, you're $14. You're going to be making $700 a week in team cycle bonus. So play around with this. See how much volume you need on each of your legs to generate whatever income you want. And that way you have a goal to set for your volume. And like you just generate volume by helping people with different products and challenge packs and all that. So make sure that you're talking to your coaches and getting them in the right direction and really, really making sure that they maximize this. And then also down here, if you have more so usually there's a weak leg and a strong leg, like I said. So the strong leg is going to be generating more of the volume, and the weak leg is going to be the less volume, so 2-to-1, strong to weak. But if you have more so even legs, I have more even legs just because of the way my coaches are placed, then you would use this down here. But most of you have a weak leg and a strong leg right now, so I would definitely use this. But as you get to growing your business, you might have more of even legs, and you could switch legs. So even though my strong leg is my right leg, technically, because that's the leg that Alexis builds as well, my weak leg is on my left. If I'm generating more volume on my left leg than my right, you could still team cycle bonus. No leg is locked into the strong or the weak. It just really depends on the week and how much volume you're generating on both sides. I hope that makes sense. I know it's kind of confusing, but your legs are not stuck with strong and weak. It really just depends on the volume that they're generating, and they can switch back and forth. So advanced thinking equals more money. And once you guys start building really strong business centers, 2-star diamond is really where it's at, because that's where you can unlock another one of you under you, which is amazing. So when you do, let's go back to my little drawing. So this is me. Let's say Brian, my fiance, is on this is going to be my strong leg. And honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter where you have your spouse, your weak or your strong leg, because you never know what's going to happen. There's arguments to both sides. I have him personally on my weak leg, but we're just going to put on my strong leg. So when I open up my second business center, guess where I'm going to put myself? I'm going to put myself on Brian's weak leg, because now I'm double dipping. So if I, sell or hit Success Club 6, I generate the volume for this business center, I generate volume for this business center, and then I generate volume for my own business center. So it's double dipping. You want to make sure that you're wherever you place yourself, and we'll definitely get that, that's kind of coming up in the long run, but wherever you place yourself, you're double dipping in where you're generating volume. So it's very strategic. It's kind of it's like a game almost. You want to be strategic of where you're placing yourself when you get to the point where you can unlock your second business center. And once Brian hits 2-star diamond, guess what? I get to unlock another business center and another one. As soon as your business centers, and if I ever hit 2-star diamond with that business center, I can unlock another business center. So 2-star diamond is where it's at, and it's super exciting because you can literally have I think Christina Delgado has 5 of her underneath her. So just imagine, I feel that's just such a benefit because you can control those business centers. So that's, again, advanced placement of coaches. So there's some coaches that you kind of know are going to be discount coaches, and there's some coaches that are just going to be rock stars, and you got to place them accordingly to your volume. And again, if you guys have any questions where to place coaches, please message me, because I will help you. I will go into your back office and I will tell you where to place these people if they are going to be a runner, kind of a walker, or a discount coach. There's also a leadership bonus pool, which I talked about before, and there's elite coach bonuses too. So if you hit elite, you also get bonuses for that as well. I see the chat. Okay, so what happens if you don't have a spouse or family? Can you still do the business center? Yeah, so honestly, what I would do if you do not have a spouse or a family member that like doesn't, so I use Brian, but if you don't have someone that, it could be a friend, it could be anyone that just wants, you can just have someone just do it for the discounts. And like honestly, Brian has his credit card linked to his business, so he's paying for all the products, but my bank account is linked to his business. So every single time that I sign up someone under him, it's going right into my bank account. But he's paying for all of his products. So if you have a friend that just wants to be a discount coach and you know they're going to be a lifer, like you should make that person your second business center, your spouse business center, and then just work their account and link your bank account to their accounts, then you earn all the income that you generate through them. But it definitely make sure it's someone you trust and someone that like is going to be with you for the long haul. That's a really good question. Okay, so call to action. So this is what's going to help you like really maximize your potential. Of course, keep learning, always be a student, always delve into personal development, learn from trainings. The Google is the best thing ever. If you ever have a question, just Google it. I promise you other coaches have answered it. Melanie Mitchell has every single answer to every question you want on her YouTube channel. Just always be a student, always learn, listen to podcasts, like do whatever you got to do to learn, because I promise you, like you will never stop learning in this business. And I personally love that because I think if you did, it would get really boring. Of course, hitting Success Club is super crucial for you to be moving your business forward. Recruiting coaches also super crucial. Advancing in rank, again, you guys saw what it could do for your team cycle bonuses. And it also just, you create more and more leadership skills as you advance in rank. And again, a leadership ladder, and I'm not really going to get into that because I mean, you guys should know it, but it's not like super important at this point. Duplication, making sure that everything you're doing is duplicatable for your coaches. Really important as well. You don't want to like overcomplicate anything because you don't want anyone to get overwhelmed. Retention. So this is also really important. And they talked about this at Summit. It is way more important to retain old customers and clients than as opposed to getting new ones, because the people that are sticking with you and staying with you, they're the ones that are generating volume for you, and they're the ones that are like, oh my gosh, like I saw you came out with a new program, like I want to try this too. Like how much easier is it to tell someone that's been a client of yours for a really long time about Lift 4 and get them to sign up for it, as opposed to someone completely new that's never done Beachbody before? Like retention is so key, and like what is going to generate so much volume for your business. Boost your volume, like I just said, like that's just so important. And you could do that through just, if someone doesn't want a challenge pack, you can get them started with anything and it'll generate volume for you. Recognition, again, so important. Make sure you're recognizing your peeps for whatever they're succeeding in, because it's like, who doesn't love recognition? It just like feels so good. And another thing, and they said this like right in the beginning of the training, is what you know you can grow. So that, like, guys, track your income. Have an Excel sheet. Make sure you're tracking your income, because I promise you, you'll look back at it one day and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I did that. It kept me organized. And then if you're tracking it, you know where you want to go. You know if you fell behind. You know if you move forward. And like you can kind of see like what actions did I do this month or this week that really helped me go forward or kind of move back. So it's really important to track things like that. And another thing, patience. This is something I lack, and I know I lack, and I'm getting a lot better at it, but patience with this business, it's not going to happen overnight. It will not happen overnight. And they said this quote at the seminar, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so true. And they said, it's amazing how people think 4 years is a long time to succeed in a network marketing business, but think it's okay to stay broke at a job for 40 years. And I was like, drop the mic, like I'm done. So I absolutely love that, because I know for a fact, like I know what my boss makes, and I could, like, if I really work this business properly, I could surpass what he makes in 5 years. And he's been working at this business for 30 plus years. Like, so guys, be patient. It will happen. Be consistent. Work hard. I'm not going to tell you this is all sunshine and rainbows. It's not sometimes, but most of the time it is. And I absolutely love this business and just helping you guys succeed and helping clients. It's just so fulfilling. But patience is definitely a virtue in this. And I don't want you to think just because, something happened or you didn't hit this goal by this date, it doesn't mean you're failing. You're still moving forward. You're failing forward. And it's just, I'm telling you guys, this business is absolutely beautiful if you just like give it time. So that being said, does anyone have any questions? I'm sorry if I went through that fast. I'm more than happy to explain anything again because I know it can be a little bit confusing. But any questions, I'll kind of unmute everyone. And let's see. You guys can kind of just shout out. Is that good? Is that helpful? I hope that was helpful.
You guys couldn't hear me. Okay, sorry. So the tinyhero.com cycle calculator, I just connected to the Excel. I just type it in because I think that's visual, like to calculate how much I want to make in a week. Push me even more because I can see it in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what was the question itself? Oh, I can read the TV. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me mute this because this child of mine, she's the only person here.
Yeah. Hello.
She says hello. The tinyhero.com cycle calculator. I saw it like in an Excel format. Is that connected to the Excel or how does that work?
It's connected to Google Sheets. So if you have a Gmail account, you should just be able to. So, that's actually a really good question here. I'm going to share my screen really quick again. Okay. So if you go to, oops. All right. If you go to the tiny.url. Oh my gosh, my computer's so slow right now. URL/cycle calculator. I hope I did that right. Nope, didn't do it. What did I say the link was?
tinyhero.com cycle calculator.
Oh, .com. I missed the .com. Okay, let's try this again. Let's hope this doesn't go anywhere weird. Bear with me, sorry. All right, so if you go to the cycle calculator, you're not going to be able to edit it at first. So if you go here, like that's the link I just gave you guys. If you try to click on anything, it's not going to let you do anything because it's going to be a view only. But what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that, why do I keep doing this? Okay. Then you go to, oh wait, it's still loading. But once it loads, you're going to see a little thing that says make a copy. And what you're going to do is just click that. Whenever it loads. So you're going to go to file and then make a copy. And then it's going to open up and you're going to say, okay, wherever you want to name it, you're going to click OK. And then you're going to be able to, it's going to just automatically upload into your Google Drive, and then you could just mess around with it and you can actually type stuff in. So that's a really good question. Does that answer it? I hope that answers it.
Yeah, it did. Sorry. I was just writing that down.
No, it's okay. Yeah, you have to make a copy in order to edit it and like play around with the numbers, but yeah. Does anyone else have any questions about that? Or any questions at all about the compensation plan?
Okay, I got logged off and then came back in when you were explaining about the 10%. So, because I know a lot of people ask me about it. So they take 10% from the company, not from whoever signs up underneath me as a coach. When they do a challenge pack and everything, it's from the company itself.
Yeah, I'm not taking it from you.
Okay.
You get your $14 and the company gives me 10% of your $14 because like I helped you get there kind of thing is how they look at it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's not coming from you. You get your $14.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Question about commission, I think it is. So whenever you sign up a new coach with a challenge pack, you only get commission on that time. And then whenever they, like, say they just keep ordering Shakeology, you don't get commission on that anymore, correct?
Correct. So that's the difference between, so this is why coaches and clients are really important because as a coach, you don't get that commission anymore, like the reoccurring cycles, but you're going to earn volume for every time there's Shakeology ships. So you're going to get 90 PV or 90, I think maybe it's TV depending, on their reshipment. But as a client, you actually still get the 25% of the commission for Shakeology every single time it ships. So that's why it's important to have both. Good question.
I guess that goes with Success Club too, right? You only get the points the first time. Well, that's with anyone, right? Or no? Every 3 months, like it recycles or...
So you, as a coach, so say you're a coach and, you get your challenge pack and then you get your Shakeology kind of every month. Maybe you skip a month here and there. If you kind of like get another challenge pack after 6 months, I believe it is, you can get another 2 points for them. Same thing with a client. Say if you have a client sign up and they get a challenge pack and they kind of like fall off Shakeology or whatever, and then they want to get another challenge pack down the road, restart up, you can get another 2 Success Club points from them, but I think it has to be 6 months apart. That's a good question. And so a lot of my Success Club points come from when a client decides to be a coach the next month to get the discount. So I get like, if you do that, you could do it within a month of each other. So if I have a client 1 month and they're killing it, and I'm like, if you really should try, or maybe if you just want the discounts, like you should get started as a coach, and the next month I'll get started as a coach, and then I'll get another 2 Success Club points for them. So that's why it's really important to keep your clients happy, because if they want to continue with Shakeology, you can offer them that 25% discount, boom, they're a coach, and you get another 2 Success Club points.
How would you sign them up from client to coach the next month?
I usually just offer them the discount. I'm like, how do you like Shakeology? And it's like, oh my God, I love it. And I'm like, well, you should be a coach and get 25% off. And they're like, okay.
Sign up with a challenge pack again, or do you sign them up as just a coach?
It depends. Usually it's just with just Shakeology. So you have to get them started with Shakeology again on Home Direct. Yeah. So like if they want, it's like I usually text them or message them like a week or two before their Shakeology is supposed to ship, and I'm like, hey, like I do want to continue with Shakeology, and if they're like, yeah, sure, I'm like, oh, do you want to become a coach? Like it's 25% off, and they're like, yeah. So then they just order Shakeology again, and then on Home Direct, and then I have them cancel their customer for Shakeology order, so they're not like getting double Shakeology.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. You, Kristen, you.
Can you explain one more time again? I think I just didn't understand very well. So somebody orders a challenge pack and they get Shakeology with it and everything. And then when they get Shakeology again, so like my sister, for example, she got a challenge pack and now she just gets Shakeology every month. So you do or you don't get commission off of it?
If she's a client, you do.
I say that again.
Is she a client or a coach?
She's a client.
Then yes, you're getting commission every time.
Okay, got it. I just want to make sure. Because I saw that in my bank account. I just want to make sure that's right where it's coming from.
That's where it came from. And you also get, I'm pretty sure, I think you get 50% if you do Beachbody on demand. If you get someone to get started with Beachbody on demand, I'm pretty sure you get 50% commission right off the bat with the yearly annual access. So you get $50 if you get someone to sign up with Beachbody on demand, which is awesome. And then every time their subscription renews, I'm pretty sure you still get $50 every time your subscription renews. Like, of course, it's going to be over a year, but it's kind of cool because once you start having so many people on Beachbody On Demand and like you have different people that are renewing every single month, like you're getting that extra income from just their Beachbody On Demand renewing automatically. So another way to generate income as well.
You know what I did? I just signed up 2 of my first coaches like yesterday or today.
Oh my gosh, did I not? The Probably Success Club points didn't come through yet.
Mm-hmm. But then also for my girlfriend's birthday, I bought her a yearly subscription of Beachbody On Demand.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she was just like, why? And I was like, because you want to be healthy and this is how you're going to do it. And she's like, you're such a bag. So I feel like I have to use it. So I bought it for her, and then I just like told her the link to find things to it. And then she already has Shakeology at home. So I was like, when you're ready to order, like, let me know and we'll hook you up. And then I also ordered a Beachbody for my husband. And he's going to start like this, I don't know, in August or something. So
You ordered what for your husband?
Beachbody On Demand year subscription.
Oh, that's awesome. You should definitely, and there's a video about this. If your hubby is like interested at all in any of the products, you should get him started under you so you can work his business in the long run. Like I work Brian's, because like that's just going to help you so much in the long run, is to have his account under you. And like Brian he used to get like creatine and pre-workout, but now he gets the beach bars on HD, and it's amazing because we like so much.
Yeah. So that's what I kind of did. And then I've got like 2 summer students at work this year. And I'm like, what should I get for them when they're done work in August? And I think I'm going to buy them each a Beachbody On Demand subscription just to like for the year and be like, here, go do this. And, and then we'll see like kind of what comes out of it. But
Oh my gosh, you're so nice. That's awesome. That's like the best gift ever. If anyone gave that to me, I'd be like, oh my God, you're amazing.
I really like that idea, because then you can kind of like get them hooked with it, right? And then they're like, I want more.
Yeah.
And then you can get into your challenge groups too.
Yeah. And now knowing that like if you get $50 commission, it's really only a $50 gift, really.
Right.
But
that's true if you're getting $50. That's true. I didn't even think of it that way.
So that's my evil tactic. So we'll see.
Good idea. I like it. Any other questions about anything?
I don't have any questions, but did anybody do Lift 4 today, day 1?
Oh my
No.
God.
Are your arms dead?
Yes.
We'll see tomorrow morning.
Gosh, it was rough. But
Tricep push-ups? No.
Hi, Emily.
Oh,
Did you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
no, I was saying the tricep push-ups, like that was the worst part for us. My husband and I did it together, and both of us were cursing at him. Like, we were so pissed it was happening. We're like, how the hell are we supposed to do this? Bad.
Yeah, push-ups are rough. Definitely rough. All right, guys. Well, if you don't have any other questions, I'll let you go. But was this helpful? Like, does it help you guys learning like the technicalities of everything? And like, I'm a science person, like, so, and I'm very numbers driven. So like, getting the numbers in front of me like helps me have a game plan and like know what I want and how to reverse engineer to get there. You know what I mean?
I think this is perfect. Honestly, I really needed to see this, and like, because that was my struggle, was like how to do the math. That way I can, make it into a goal. But I always been confused about it.
Yeah, it's not. And the more you do it, like the more you understand it. And like I've been doing this for almost 3 years now, so like I understand it now. But like when I first started, I was like, what the F? Like, what is this strong leg? What? No, like I didn't get it either. So I'm trying. Like I want to help you guys as much as possible, and I really think that understanding the numbers is like definitely something that that needs to be talked about. Just because like that's how you grow your income. Like that's part of the reason you're doing this. And like I'm not saying that you're not being genuine. I'm just saying like you need to make a living somehow, and I don't know, this opportunity is like just amazing. I just say it over and over again, but yeah, Christina Delgado like put up her numbers on the board, and I was like, okay. I was like, all right, Danielle, get to work.
She put her numbers up? What was her numbers?
Put her income all over the board. She told me what she made year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
Yeah. Last year she made over $1 million in 1 year.
Don't worry, I'll get there.
I know, right? We're all gonna get there.
Yeah, we'll get
My
there.
husband just walked in and he's like, man, I wish. And I was like, don't worry, I'll get there.
We'll all get there.
Right?
We're gonna be in that million club on stage at Summit.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you need a new pair of shoes.
New pair of shoes. All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for hopping on. If you have any questions about this, don't be afraid to reach out to me about it. I'm more than happy to help. And if you guys need help placing people, please let me know. I can help you maximize your income by placing them accordingly. But thanks again for hopping on. I hope you guys have an awesome evening. See you later.